right, now listen. As I'm embarking on a journey of truth, um, enlightenment, just really trying to grow and be the best that I can be. Um, as I'm doing this, I want to share some things that, as I get quiet and really meditate and seek answers, they come to me. But just being clear, I don't have all the answers. I'm not sitting here like I have arrived or I'm walking in the fullness of anything. I'm growing and I'm developing, and I just want to share insights as I feel that they are revealed to me. My website or my YouTube page is called Expanding Knowledge. So that means that the knowledge that I do have is going to continue to expand. So what I might share with you today might be a little bit different a year from now because it has expanded. I believe that that's what God does. We can't understand or comprehend the fullness of God, so he gives us a little bit at a time, and he reveals to us different things as in a timetable that's appropriate for us. So everything that I say may not resonate with you. A lot of things that I might say you may have heard from someone else. There's one voice, and that one voice is source, and that source speaks to everyone. If you get quiet and listen and pay attention, you can hear God. But a lot of times we don't sit still enough to hear from God. So I think it's kind of sweet that you can have a revelation and somebody in China can say the same thing. Or somebody in Africa could be saying the same thing. And you see a YouTube video, you be like, man, I came up with something. No, you didn't. You got something was revealed to you. God revealed something to you, which is dope. It's humbling because it's not something that's innate to you. It's just that you was able to hear and receive at that time. So, as things come to me, I don't see it as I'm special. I just see it as my time, and I see it as I get quiet and sit still long enough to hear from God. So, the first thing that we need to do is awaken, wake up. And I put it in a natural sense so I want people to understand. So when people think that somebody is awoke, that means sometimes like they have arrived. That ain't what it means. Because in a natural sense, how many times do you wake up? Every day. So every day you wake up. So in like fashion, an awakening is just that you are aware, that you have come to an understanding that in consciousness that this thing that we're doing, something is amiss, something is awry. The masses, what everybody is doing, the way that I've been going, is not right. So I have become aware of that. I have awakened to the fact that this is not normal. But just like in the natural sense, it's a daily awakening. It's you don't awaken and have all the answers. That's not what it is. And I like to use the Matrix, the movie, as an example. When Neo, the first thing that came to him, the reason why they came to him is that he just felt like something wasn't right. And if you look at that movie, he was online and he just knew that something was amiss. So they found him, and when he was picked the pill to go through the process to be awakened, he still had to be trained. He still had to go through everything before he really understood and came to the conclusion of who he really was. But that didn't happen overnight, and it's not going to happen overnight for us. So the first thing you got to understand is to be awoke is not a one-time process. You awaken daily. You awaken to newness and to understanding, and God reveals himself to you daily. And you're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, you're going to have slip ups, but you are aware that the way that I've been living is not right. Chasing money, chasing women, chasing empty goals, anything that's not motivated or come from source is a waste. It's fruitless. It doesn't bear any fruit. So, and a lot of times that's why people are empty or feel empty because they're not walking in their purpose. But that has to be revealed to them. And that's something that they awaken to over time. So your first step is to awaken and then to allow God and to allow the process to continue to reveal himself to you, and that process to really reveal the truth to you every day, on and on and on. It's not a one-time event.